Nick Marone is back on The Bold and the Beautiful, and he's coming straight for Brooke Logan's heart. Jack Wagner reprises his role, just as Ridge disappoints Brooke again. Nick arrives in LA a changed man, no longer a sailor, but a confident tycoon ready to sweep Brooke off her feet. He wants her to finally break the toxic Ridge cycle and rediscover real love. Sparks fly fast, and an invitation to Italy sets the stage for romance. But with Ridge getting jealous and Luna plotting something sinister, this summer is sizzling with drama, love triangles, and shocking twists. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and Beautiful. Nick and Brooke endgame? Wagner's hint. Bold and the Beautiful sees Nick Marone, Jack Wagner's return coming up. His portrayer, Jack Wagner, leaked some juicy info on what to expect. It's about Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, getting a happily ever after with Nick, even though his summer return doesn't last long. Bold and the Beautiful. Nick Marone's dramatic summer return. Apparently, there may be more to come for Mr. Marone and Ms. Logan. We're going to talk about what lies ahead for Nick and Brooke. We'll also discuss what might be down the road for them, even after the story arc concludes. Nick Marone's big comeback and Brooke Logan's love life. Jack Wagner was supposed to make his big return as Nick Marone on Friday the 13th. But if you remember, there was a preemption in May. So, his debut was pushed out one episode later. Look for Brooke's sexy ex to show up on Monday, June 16th. Recently, Jack Wagner has been doing a PR blitz. He has done several interviews promoting his return. He also dropped some hints on what fans can expect for Nick and Brooke. Plus, he shared some scoop for another possible return of the current head of Marone Industries. Bold and the Beautiful. Will Nick Marone and Brooke Logan reignite their romance? Nick is coming back to Bold and the Beautiful for the summer arc. His main focus is Brooke. He wants her to step out of the toxic cycle she has been in with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K, for a long time. Nick wants Brooke to see that he still loves her. He believes he's the man for her, not Ridge. Nick is all about rekindling that spark with Brooke. Jack Wagner said Nick will surprise Brooke just as her heart is completely broken. Obviously, this is because of Ridge. One of Nick's top objectives is to get Brooke to wake up to the insanity she's been caught in for so long. That insanity, of course, is letting Ridge walk all over her. Ridge Forrester's complicated relationship with Brooke and Nick. Ridge waffles like a playboy between her and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. He's not a straight shooter. He doesn't stick with either one of them. Meanwhile, Nick is all about Brooke on this return. The actor said that he and Brad Bell worked together. It sounds like a little collaboration to make sure that Nick's return had the proper impact. Bottom line, Nick wants Brooke to wake up about Ridge. He wants to win her heart. That's it. Brooke is Nick's priority. Sizzling summer spoilers. Brooke, Nick, and Ridge's love triangle on Bold and the Beautiful. Nick wants Brooke to finally figure out she's going nowhere with Ridge Forrester. He could be her future. With Brooke crushed, it seems feasible. We do know, of course, that Jack Wagner isn't sticking around. At least, not right now. This is contrary to some misinformation being passed around on soap social media and some less than credible clickbait sites. He's not on contract as Nick. This is a stint that's going to last several weeks, a sizzling hot summer romance for Brooke and Nick. But the big info is that summer might not be the end of it, even though Jack Wagner had to leave to resume filming on When Calls the Heart. Will Nick Marone's return last beyond summer? The big scoop is there could be more for Nick and Brooke ahead. Jack Wagner said fans are going to see a whole new version of Nick this time. Very different from how he was in the past. Nick was once a guy living on his boat, working for his dad, Massimo Marone, Joseph Mascalo. Nick is not just a sailor crashing on the shady Marlin anymore. He's now a big deal. He is a mogul in his own right. Nick 2.0, from sailor to mogul in B&B. With his daddy gone, Nick Marone is running Marone Shipping. He is a full-on tycoon. He is an extremely wealthy man now. When he returns to snap Brooke out of her Ridge addiction idiocy, he has incredible confidence. It's refreshing. It's a new take on Nick. Nick 2.0, 3.0. Jack Wagner said this time around he's playing Nick as fearless. He's going to be making big moves with Brooke. Of course, Nick also has scenes with his half-brother. Boy, will they go at it. They've never been fans of each other. This rivalry is kicking up a notch. Nick Marone vs. Ridge Forrester. Sibling showdown. Nick is not who he was. Ridge is as he ever was. As far as Nick is concerned, Ridge is a minor irritant. When Nick blows him off and doesn't take him seriously, Ridge is going to get salty about it. Nick treats Ridge with disdain. It should be pretty shocking for fans and for Ridge. I cannot wait to see that. The thing is, there shouldn't be a battle for Brooke's heart between Ridge and Nick. Last I checked, Ridge was with Taylor. He's still rejecting Brooke, saying he has to be a man of his word. He has to stick with Taylor. Brooke Logan at a crossroads. Ridge, Nick, or independence. That's not exactly a declaration of great love. Meanwhile, Nick swoops in on Brooke with manly, secure energy. He is now a huge success. He's very decisive. Nick is no waffle boy. That is a huge selling point he emphasizes to Brooke. She knows where he stands. She knows she's number one in his heart. Brooke's choices. Can she break free from Ridge for Nick? Jack Wagner also said Nick is pushing Brooke to see things clearly. He wants her to realize the choices she's making for herself maybe aren't healthy. Even after Nick leaves, they're going to part ways, at least for now. He's going to leave behind a version of Brooke who has changed. Maybe she's actually wised up. In addition to scenes in LA, Nick's visit with Brooke on Bold and The Beautiful culminates with that big location shoot they did in Italy. Italy, of course, is quite a romantic place. Nick and Brooke's romantic adventure in Italy on B&B. Here's the big scoop about Nick and this return. There may be more to come. More returns in our future. Apparently, Brad Bell wrote Jack Wagner's comeback as a sort of cliffhanger. When Nick leaves, it's going to be totally open for him to return to Brooke when Jack Wagner has the time to film more. The actor said this, maybe just the first installment. There could actually be a real future for Nick and Brooke. He said he loved the storyline Brad Bell and the team wrote. He called it a little jaw-dropping. What's next for Nick Marone and Brooke Logan on B&B? According to Jack Wagner, the door is open for Brooke and Nick to possibly have a life together on B&B. The whole reason Nick returns this time is to win Brooke. It sounds like Nick makes headway in convincing her that Ridge is not the man for her. Not her destiny. We'll have a few weeks of Nick with Brooke doing the full-on romance thing before he has to exit. Jack Wagner, of course, had to start filming season 13 of the Hallmark series When Calls the Heart. But apparently, when Nick has to leave Brooke, it's not a breakup. It sounds like they're actually setting the stage for Nick to come back. Boy, that is going to eat at Ridge. He seems to want Brooke and Taylor both chasing him. Meanwhile, he waffles around and gets to have his cake, and the other ex-wife too. Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge Forrester's jealousy grows as Nick returns. Now, with Nick in the mix, Brooke may finally turn her back on Ridge. Maybe Brooke will see that her destiny with Ridge is dusty. He doesn't deserve her. Nick is the one who should get her heart. Watch for it all to kick off on Monday. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Monday, June 16th. Nick's flirty return stuns Brooke. Former flames reconnect. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, June 16th, reveal that Nick Marone's Jack Wagner flirty return will stun Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, so there'll be some fun scenes as these former flames reconnect. Although Brooke is clinging to this idea of Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., being her destiny, his actions aren't doing much to support her vision right now. Ridge is living with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig at Eric Forrester's John McCook mansion, so Brooke's been struggling with some loneliness without him. However, Nick will come back on the scene in Monday's B&B episode to remind Brooke that she's got options. Brooke and Nick were married once upon a time, so old feelings are about to rush back. Jack Wagner will reprise his role as Nick Marone in Monday's episode, so Brooke will gape in shock when her ex shows up. It'll leave Brooke wondering why Nick is in Los Angeles and what he's been up to during his time away. Nick is a super wealthy shipping tycoon, so he may brag about that a bit. This LA visit may involve a shipping deal that Nick's working on, but he might insist Brooke is the real reason he's back. It turns out Nick got updates on Ridge breaking Brooke's heart again, so he'll want to get her away from the toxic pattern she's fallen into when it comes to the waffler. Nick will flirt with Brooke and may ultimately extend an Italy invitation since they'll both end up there by late July. It's easy to imagine Nick pushing Brooke to join him in Naples since he'll have to get back to business there for Maroon shipping. For now, Nick will catch Brooke off guard with his comeback and turn on the charm. It won't take Brooke long to remember why she fell so hard for Nick back in the days of their sizzling relationship. As for Ridge, he won't be pleased when he hears the news that Nick has been sniffing around Brooke again. On a more troubling note, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, seems to have a Hayes Finnegan, Brian David Garlic kidnapping plot brewing, so she'll continue scheming and putting all the pieces in place. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Luna's plan for payback on Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, will move forward. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.